So this is a new map, and yeah, it's just a pure ocean, no land whatsoever. So it is kind of hard for the Empire to play on this map because you can't really use the Mecha Tengu or what else do you need? Striker VX. Yeah, it's kind of difficult for Empire to play. These are all brutal AI, so yeah. Actually, they are not that intelligent comparing what they will do on land. I don't know why. Maybe the coding thing. So I'm playing allies, which is my main faction. Since this is a I think this 30,000 opening, and we have as you can see you have plenty of mines everywhere on the map. So I'm choosing a single. I'm choosing a single ore mines and then open up with shipyard. For like dealing with AI as an ally, if you are not like the very regular 1,000, 10,000 opening, it is better for you to just get more MCV. So for this, I'm going double MCV, I think. Yes, going double MCV. So in total, I'll have 3 MCV on the field. And yeah, my plan is we get these 4 mines, and 1 MCV comes here, get 2 or 3, it depends, and get these 4. So in total, we will have at least 10. Yeah, we'll have at least 10 minefields operating, and you will need this because you are going against brutal AIs, and you can see they are already like assembling a very powerful tier 1 naval forces. And the Celestial AI now is very much a air focus. Baikun is, well, we kind of want to decide it as a very balanced commander, but I think the very original AI coding is very Air Force focused. This is the this is the second MCV. Yeah. So one MCV goes here, another one goes there. Goes here. Yeah, I see the Empire is kind of, the AI is kind of like, we need a barrack, but no, you don't have land to deploy it. And here comes the first assault wave. Yeah, I'm rushing tier 2, and then I'm going to rush tier 3. Use NCV as a tank. Assault destroyer is actually very good against tier 1 units for now, because its attack speed is now 1 shot per second. So basically you have a 100 DPS. And very tanky, of course. Since I have 3 MCVs, I can like build up my base defense very quickly and open up. Yep, that should be 7 miners on the field right now, and I'm going to get these 2 and these 2. Since they are all Soviets, so the approach is rather simple. First assault wave will be assault destroyer. Get rid of some Stingray and Akula. But after the Akula nerf, well, supposed to be a nerf, assault destroyer is actually kind of weaker than before. Yeah, short power outage, but we'll get that. Yeah. The issue with assault destroyer is that she has 2 weapons. Against subunits, you have 2 305 depth charge thrower, and for land you have a 5-inch auto cannon. Since against subunits you will have 380 damage per throw, and you have 2 depth charges. So yeah, you can see the overwhelming firepower. But if you are going like 2 against 2 or 1 against 1, this Akula will tend to it will force to be surface. And after that, the assault destroyer can only use their main guns to deal with the Akula. And this will be very, very problematic, since your DPS to the surface unit is kind of lower than your depth charge. And I don't know why Oleg is trying to use so many twin blades, but it is actually very effective, at least on this map, because the twin blade mix plus the what is that called, bullfrog, works both on land and sea, and it is especially powerful in the sea, because allies can't use the IV to do the work, and your hydrofoil, yeah, they have very high DPS, but they're kind of squishy. And this is a weird approach actually. He's trying to flank my miners, but honestly on this point I don't care anymore, because I have 7 mines working and this is the 8th. So even if I have this one, have both of this, I can just easily build it up. And the first lava is here. Actually, lava is very good against most surface units, and yeah, but facing this amount of assault destroyers is just kind of too much. And for this, I'll just send this assault destroyer all the way down here, because I have 9 miners working, so I don't really care about this unit. I'll just go straight rush to tier 3 and deploy the Poseidon Cruiser. Poseidon Cruiser, after last patch, is kind of how to say, very well-rounded unit, and she does not require much micro, and surely power outage. Sadly, I didn't kill this super generator, but it's fine. We have 3 shipyards that are producing the Poseidon Cruiser. And once you have Poseidon Cruiser on the field, Slava become kind of useless, and your illusion, correct me if I pronounce that wrong, because that's Russian, illusion will tend to be very useless too. And the AI is kind of, they're crazily fast on tech, and they're already at tier 4 right now. Well, I'm saying tier 3 because I don't really think aircraft carrier is the choice here. Overall, Poseidon Cruiser is just more like a provides more flexibility. Timberlake is actually very good against Poseidon Cruiser. Well, to some degree, because one Poseidon Cruiser costs 4,500, and twin blades, you need about 3 twin blades to trade one Poseidon Cruiser, and that should be, yeah, that should be like around 3,600 or more. I can't remember. It's 300. I can't remember the price of twin blades. Might be that might be 1,400, but they're close actually. Poseidon Cruiser is easier to deploy because it only takes about 20 seconds, 25 seconds, 30 seconds. Yeah. So I'm alright with trading Poseidon Cruiser with twin blade or cure. That's fine. I have 11 mines working right now. I don't really care about losing some Poseidon Cruisers. After all, you see how fast this thing is burning down. Cure is kind of powerless when facing Poseidon Cruiser because you can't really catch up with the speed, and even if you drop a few bombs, that will only takes chunk it down to like, well, no health, no damage at all, because you need to catch up and then you throw some bomb. Yeah, it takes it about 5 bombs to really destroy a Poseidon Cruiser. At least. So the best way is actually to use twin blade to burst it down. But yeah, Poseidon Cruiser is very tanky, and it can intercept missiles, attack air units. No, Poseidon Cruiser is actually worse. But she can do one thing very good: anti-air. She can just like wipe out the whole airspace. Kind of, yes. Yes, 2 collider cannons. For one Poseidon Cruiser has 2 proton collider cannon, 2 triple missile launcher, and then 3 Planex or Phalanx. I can't remember the name. Floating weapon system. Yes, but Hydrofoil is kind of like very squishy, so unless you're very good with micro, otherwise I won't recommend you like get too many Hydrofoil in the field. Excuse me. Which area are you talking about? No, these are AIs. I'm kind of lagging when connecting to the either CNC or Haofeng, so I'm just dealing with AIs. Brutal AIs is kind of scarier than human sometimes. Yes, actually they do, and they're very good at it. Yeah. But you know, if you are playing like the Rising Sun and you are facing Soviet Navy, you are kind of like very powerless. You can't do anything. Yes. Basically, Slava is able to destroy the whole Rising Sun Navy without issue. Kirov is actually not that good because in Corona the Sea Wing plus the Dachi heavy cruiser is very powerful against air units, but they can't really intercept missiles. So you can see this Kirov doesn't really. They don't really do much. These Sea Wings are just very powerful with the missile upgrades. Oh, pardon. Interceptor? Yeah, I'm doing right now. Well, they are like a air superiority fighter, so they kind of like they're responsible for dealing with most aircraft plus you know, just fighting other fighters. For interceptors, they are just focused on one task, which is burst down, or either burst down, or like yes, they're just going to focus the bomber, and well, Twin Blade is actually not very well. This AI is kind of weak. Yes, these are splash damage. And so proton colliders or proton missiles, they tend to do AoE damage. You see the Slava is just kind of the Empire. Yeah, the Rising Sun for now just can't do anything to it. The next patch, this will be kind of fixed because Dachi Cruiser will have the shield. I have no idea because we have many things going on right now, and how to say, we have to like have a plan about which we are going to like focus first. And for now, I think we are going to focus on the you know, making up the celestial infantry units we kind of missed before, and we are going to have the celestial, the real like heavy bomber units because wait, oh shit me, yeah. Yeah. No, they are not going to be amphibious. The amphibious one will be MacBoat, which is the anti-air vessel. Hmm? Yeah, missing two. We have a infiltration unit / sniper and one hero. No idea. Actually, I don't. They have several ability in testing right now, but I don't know which one they're going to use. Cloaking is definitely one of the projects. With kind of debating on if we should go cloak or we go with the kind of like mirage tank-ish cloaking. I'm just feeling right now. I'm not like microing these units because I really don't care at this point. I have way more cash than I can use. So I don't really care. So I just gave them the full aggression mode, and yeah, just let them do their job. Yeah, they are Jinu is a how to say? It's kind of a strategic bomber. For the new one, they will kind of be like a aerial denial and more like anti-unit focused. Akula is still good. Akula is still good. If in like the real in-person battle, the naval battle will be like the battle between Akula. You can't really do anything with Akula like now. Maybe if you're good with Celestial Empire, you might be able to do something, but I really doubt that. The the Soviet Navy is now generally like overpowered. Yes, Akula is not going to not going to surface. That's it. And before the change, before the force resurface change will when heavy damage, allies are kind of the hard counter of Soviet Navy because assault destroyers can just rack Akula to pieces, like in with 3 rounds of depth charge. That's 6 depth charges. That will be good enough to destroy Akula. And whoa. Yes. Some of us try, the result is not very good, I can tell you that. Yeah, we tried that. Maybe, I don't know, maybe some of us will try to fix that in the future, but for now, no. You can't really do very well with that, but yes, you can. Yes, we will have a campaign for the whole scenarios. Yes. We don't know if we want to go with the one line approach. I mean, like the what they did in Mental Omega, or we want to separate. Maybe we're just going with one line. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, kind of like that. Empire equivalent of I have no idea because we're just starting the first 3 campaign. So it's too early to say how this is going to end. Empire's equivalent to Interceptor is the Sakura. the Sakura's, yeah, suicide bomb. We don't really want to say it's suicide. It's kind of, we are indicating that, but it's not very good, like, saying that they're suiciding. So we kind of like, you can just, oh please, maybe you can just interpret it as a they are robots. How much new voices? New voices. We are going to have the Russian version for Soviets, that's for sure. And for allies, I don't think we are going to. Wow, it's crazy. Um, so for the voice, yes, there will be German, yes, there will be French, and they are for the new fraction, which I believe you all know it will be called the Undone Hein. Yes, there will be. Mm, uh, Rhine will be very much a frontline focus, just like Soviet. It will have very powerful armor units, to say the least. Sacri is going to sacrifice some of its air power, some of its naval power. It really depends. Because some of those sacrifice, you know, the shortage can't really be shown in the game, like the Blue Sea Navy, that kind of stuff. You can't really show that in the game because there's no Blue Sea Navy actually in this game. Like for allies, you can see that allies has a assault destroyer and then Poseidon cruiser and then aircraft carrier, that kind of structure. But in our setting, the assault destroyer is not a destroyer, so it's a special escort destroyer for marines. It doesn't really, it's not even like a destroyer. It only has, yes, less than frigate. It's, it only has 2,000 tons in displacement. That's like half of the regular destroyer. Yeah, very much like that. Maybe you could like think it as a how to say, mm, like a coastal, yeah, like a literal LCS, yes, kind of like that. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, for that, that is just we don't know where that will go because, you know, first is that we're kind of having difficulty solving like how the landing and takeoff will work for the super carrier. And another issue is that, I mentioned that we are sharing many staffs like among other games, so other modes. So yeah, if like one mode decided yes, we're going to use some of the designs, and then we just don't want to like show that in our games again. It's kind of pointless if you want to, if you design like two similar units. So we are also kind of try to work around that. Hmm? Yes. Yeah. Oh, hover carrier. Yeah, that's um. Yeah, we have that design, but yeah, that's also one design. We have so many plans that we don't know which one should we use. So this is the issue right now. Okay, German armor make yes, German will focus on the land. Well, at least the armor units. France will focus on navy. No, they are one faction. There's just one faction running, which will consist. I don't know if I should tell you like this early right now. This will consist France, Germany, today Belgium, and Luxembourg. What? Likely, but that might change. You know, German has some very mean naval units. We might consider that, and France, you know, has some very signature land land units. Yes, so they will kind of try to mix that. Yes, close, but without Netherlands. There's no Netherlands. Like you know, Tazu destroyed. Well, at least he thinks he destroyed it, and um, apparently it didn't do very well. Mhm. I don't know. I don't really do the Soviet design, so my priority is on working on the Rhine. German submarine. Um, for German submarine, how to say I try to push that, but they haven't decided if they should go the regular German submarine approach, because you know we have a Yari at tier one, we have Akula in tier two, we have a you know Xuanwu, which is the big turtle at tier four. So basically, what we only can do is get it to tier three, which formerly Xuanwu occupied. But um, Xuanwu is when it was in tier three, the performance not very convincing. So yeah, about that U-boat thing, we will kind of need to try to work that out. And battle cruiser, no, battle cruiser is was assigned to Celestial Empire. So we have the Georgia. Yeah, we no, not Georgia. God, Georgia. Yeah, that's a good design actually. Not Georgia. What's that called? No, not Georgia, because I keep thinking that six gun super fast battleship. Um, um, no. I mean in game the Celestial, not Georgia. Um, yeah, Xuanming. Yeah, yeah, that battle cruiser. So we already kind of have that battle cruiser. We're not going to design another battle cruiser unless we can make it like very unique. Maybe lots of secondaries, but it's really too early to say. You will see when we decide like what we're gonna do with Ryan, and Ryan is not really like the top priority. We're going to make the current faction works first, and then we will decide which sub faction we are going to release first. Yeah, because once we have the four main faction ready, and this game is pretty much ready to publish its first like open testing, or shall we say, just the formal version. And for now, what I'm trying to do is first like translating articles, and we have one new translator working on the developer talks, so you can expect that. Another one is to make the full English version of the game, including the launcher. Yeah. So once we finish this, and once we get those new units done, and of course we are doing the remodeling, giving some of the units new models like the Rhino tank. After we finish this, then we can talk about first campaign, then sub-faction. Yes. Yes. Yeah. No, you have to upgrade that MCV. The MCV initially is unarmed. You have to upgrade step by step. And Celestial has a unique Tier 5 tech upgrade, and you have to upgrade that to arm your MCV with the main gun. No idea. I think they kind of make that up, but you know, we are sharing staffs, so I don't know whose idea that is. Unless, unless you know, our developers, you know, decided to like, um, you know, talk with foreign communities, and then they can explain how they come up with that, because that idea is, you know, actually genius. Well, we have a lot of bugs, like try to deal with like how that thing is going to work, and like we just recently make the whole ship works. So yeah. For Yamato, no, one section that have Yamato doing MCV. Um, in Armor Rush, Yamato doing MCV. I didn't play Armor Rush. I suppose that's Tianchong, but I don't. I'm not sure about that. Okay, so for Rhine, France will get artillery. Yes, artillery is going. The Grand Cannon is going to come back. I can. Yeah, this is for sure. Rhine will be kind of defensive focus. Heavy armor, defensive, like this kind of approach. Movable buildings though, I don't know. It depends on the coding. You know, I don't do the coding for this mode, so I don't really know. France is part of Rhine, not like out of it. Because you notice that when we mention Rhine, we are using both French and German, and we're not using English. Well, consider it as a smaller European Union. That's the closest. Yeah, that's the closest. Mm, they are separate nation for now, and in fact, these factions kind of came from because I know French and we have not developed no German, and then we kind of like combine the faction together, and then we get this. So we I think they did consider like having other kind of faction like maybe British, but you know, or Swedish, but like we don't know that language, so no, dude, that's done. So yeah, Swedish. Yeah, Sweden is kind of playing a very important role in allies. Without Sweden, you won't have Apollo fighters, you won't have Athena cannon, you won't have the orbital defense system, you won't have. Uh, I have. I think there's another one that's from Sweden, but I can't remember. So just kind of Sweden is kind of very real world Canada-ish country. Yeah, I mean Canada before 1945, not now Canada. No offense to Canadian, but you know, Rhine frontline. Rhine, yeah, they because in the setting they are the first line of defense against Soviet Union. So yes, they have a very good, at least should be very good, um, land forces in setting. But in games that doesn't anything we said like on the setting level not really applies in the game. Like StarCraft, you can shoot down your aircraft carrier with a single fucking Marines. So for that, no plan because we are going to. I think we are only going to have one faction, one sub faction. Making another faction is kind of too much workload. Excuse me. What do you mean? They will have one sub faction each, and yes, we are designing them. And the Soviet and Allied sub faction is kind of more mature. So that's why we talk a lot about Rhine because they are kind of a more mature faction. And for Soviets, that faction, I can tell you that we are working on the models, but for settings, not so quick because that faction is kind of unique. And that's based on some of our staffs the matcha fantasy thing. What do you mean by sober graduate? No, no. Um, like they are not even like the vessel. Um, Celestial Empires and the Rising Sun's relationship. You should consider it like, hmm. maybe United States and Canada. So yeah, they are close, but not like they have everything together or sharing everything. Because the system for Celestial Empire is not really like the Western one, so it's kind of like the tributary states in EU4, but not even that. You don't really have that much control. So it's more like a cultural thing instead of a political thing. Mm, not good. Um, Even I can say hostile with Edenium. Yeah, the United States name is changed to the United States of Edenium. So yeah, but they're kind of the same thing because you still say United States. With Soviets, oh yeah, that can go like way back because to some degree Celestial Empire and Soviet Union or former like Russia have more conflict than with United States. So you can just like understand it as like what happens in Victoria. So you have superpowers competing on every continent. So it's not really like mm, the 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 blood feud is really like the conflict of interest. Yes. They are basically competing, controlling the Pacific Ocean. So that should be pretty much it. I'll stop the recording for now, and then I can answer some of your more question, I guess.